Hello friends, and welcome back to the Bingel Productions YouTube channel. My name is Matt, and today I thought I'd show you something pretty cool. This is Flat Stanley's Florida adventure. Now, I have family that lives out in Florida. If I remember correctly, out in Melbourne, Florida. So, not really too close from Orlando, although I'd love to go back to Florida again. It's been almost a decade since I've been to Florida. Anyway, so, there's a project out. It's called the Flat Stanley Project. And basically, it was created back in 1995 by Dale Hubert, a third grade school teacher in London, Ontario, Canada. It features paper cutout dolls based on the title of Flat Stanley, written by Jeff Brown. It was written back in 1964. The project is designed to facilitate the improvement of reading and writing skills of elementary school children, while also promoting an interest in learning about different places and people. And in 2001, Hubert was presented the Prime Minister's Award for Teaching Excellence, an annual award issued by the Prime Minister of Canada to honor outstanding and innovative elementary and secondary school teachers. Now, this has been pretty popular in America the last 15 years. I think it's still a thing. It's very popular today. So, first of all, I'd like to read the letter here that was sent by our second grade teachers. Mine was Miss Wilson. If anybody was in my class, memories, isn't it? This letter is dated March 6th, 2008, and I was in second grade at the time. It says, "Dear parents, our second grade is working on an exciting writing and social studies project. In this activity, your child will be introduced to Flat Stanley and learn about the many places he visits. Flat Stanley, by Jeff Brown, is a story about a boy who was sleeping and his bulletin board fell on him one night. Stanley Lambchop then became known as Flat Stanley. His family decides to fold him up and mail him to visit friends and family members around the country. Your child will soon be sharing in travels of their own, Flat Stanley, as he or she sends them on a journey. They will be writing a letter in school to send with their Flat Stanley character. Please have a conversation with your child about an adult relative or an adult friend of the family that will be willing to participate. This would involve sharing a day with Flat Stanley, including interesting facts about where they live, and, if possible, photographs, postcards, maps, or other goodies. If your child does not have anyone to write to, please let us know, as we have adults from other states that would love to participate, our own relatives and friends. The students are so excited as letters are returned and shared, so please pick a responsible relative or friend so that way your child will not be left out. Thank you for participating in this fun project. Please return the envelope addressed to the chosen relative or friend. We will provide the stamps." And once again, that was dated on March the 6th, 2008. Now, to start, this was my Flat Stanley. Kind of looked like me back then. Blonde hair. Of course, mine's a darker blonde now. Kind of more brownish. So, let's get started here, as we start off with the Astronaut Hall of Fame. I believe, if I remember correctly, it's near the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. So, we start off here with the Astronaut Hall of Fame. On the top left, you can see the lobby of the Astronaut Hall of Fame. On the top right, you can see a statue of Alan B. Shepard Jr., the first American in space. And on the bottom there, you can see the entrance to the Astronaut Hall of Fame. You can see him in the middle of the hatches there. It's kind of far, but you can see it. Moving ahead to the next page here on the top left, that's the flag that Alan Shepard carried into space in 1961. On the top right, you can see Flat Stanley standing in front of the Space Shuttle. Now, I don't remember which one it was exactly, as this was 12 years ago. So, if anybody knows what Space Shuttle took off around that time, please let me know. And on the bottom is the other side of the Space Shuttle. Oh, here we are. I was just mentioning about taking off. On the top left, people can see it from their homes, as it was far away enough that they were able to see it. Now, again, I don't remember which Space Shuttle it was. Do keep in mind this was March of 2008. So if anybody knows what Space Shuttle it was, let me know in the comments, please. Thanks. On the top right, my Uncle Gene. He was a mailman at the time. I'm not sure if he's still a mailman or if he's retired. I don't know. I don't remember. He was able to see it from his truck, as you can see. And on the bottom there, you can see what the sky looks like after the shuttle takes off. It grows dark. Very cool. Here we are on the top left. People see the takeoff from where they have lunch. In this case, it's Fat Boy's Barbecue. Now again, I haven't been to Florida in almost 10 years, so I'm not sure if this is still open or not. On the top right, 2 planes. And sometimes the shuttle needs help getting home. How nice is that, buddy? And on the bottom, other times it can land by itself. Some more pictures here from the Kennedy Space Center in Florida. And here's another one here at Cocoa Beach. Boy, these people are talking. Then there's some shark teeth. Let me zoom in here. There's great white, there's bull, tiger shark, great white sharks again, and sand sharks. So, there. Now we move on to Flat Stanley and his outdoor friends. That feature. Here on the top left, we have a blue jay looking for food. And of course, blue jays are known in Toronto. No, we're not really talking about the Toronto Blue Jays baseball team. We're just talking about the bird blue jay. On the top right, you can see a Florida scrub jay eating peanuts out of his uncle's hand. How cute. And on the bottom, wow, he's still eating the peanuts. Or at least attempting to. On the top left is my dad's cousin Mary, who now lives in Oregon. She's petting a caracal cat. These are not pets. They are to be done under the supervision of the animal trainer only. And on the top right is one of the many beautiful butterflies catching a ride on a lady's jacket. How cute. And on the bottom you can see Uncle Gene feeding a squirrel a peanut. Not sure why peanuts, but sure we'll go with that. Now my Flat Stanley loved flowers. And as you can see here, here's some pretty flowers. On the top left is a white water lily. On the top right are wild sunflowers. And on the bottom is a purple iris. How beautiful they are. Sorry. On the top left we have a pink hibiscus. Hibiscuses come in different colors. This flower grows year-round in Florida. On the top right is an orange orchid. Many people in Florida grow orchids because in Florida they do well and because of their beauty. And on the bottom is a wildflower called a rubetica. Now, Rudbeckia. I think that's what it's called. Rudbeckia. If I pronounce it wrong, I'm sorry. And of course, as mentioned earlier, Flat Stanley saw many birds in Florida. Now, I should point out, I am a huge fan of bird call. If you haven't seen my interview with Uncle Ducklebird, go check that out. These are not the type of birds we're talking about. These are actual birds, okay? Love you, Luckle. First, we have an American bald eagle. On the top right is the caracara bird, which is a symbol of Mexico. And on the bottom is another picture of the American bald eagle. For those who are international viewers, this bird is a symbol of the United States. So, just in case anybody's wondering. On the left, we have a small heron. On the top right, this bird is a egret. And on the bottom is a picture of a mommy or a daddy sand hill cranes with their 2 babies. Aren't they cute? Now, I have a little for you. Can you find alligators in this picture? It may be tough to see, but it looks to be right about here. Now there are, of course, plenty of alligators in Florida. First, a wild alligator that Flat Stanley and Uncle Gene saw. Top right is a rare albino alligator, or white alligator. And on the bottom, baby alligators have stripes that go away as they get older. Alligators and a crocodile. People absolutely love to watch alligators, especially in Florida. On the top right is a crocodile that is fed by his handler. This is very dangerous and should not be done by anyone except the handler. On the bottom, alligators do walk on land, and no, alligators are not people friendly. And of course, if you're in Florida, you gotta go to the beach. Well, we didn't. When I went 9 years ago, I wish I did, but we were in Disney World. But that's a different story. I don't think they went to Disney World. I think it was too far away. Anyway, what did Stanley saw when he went to the beach in Florida? I think this was Cocoa Beach. First, obviously, a sunrise. Second, there's a man fishing. And, of course, seashells. Oh, nice. Then we have some people swimming. Beautiful waves. Looked like that guy was gonna make it. Two boys, probably, they look, I don't know, 17, 18 years old. God, now they're 30. Man. Two boys getting ready to go surfing, and on the bottom, people are walking on the beach and enjoying the sun. And now for Flat Stanley's Florida quiz. Looking over here. Do these have to get okay. What makes these marks in the sand? How big do you think? There are three questions here. What makes these marks in the sand? Give you a few seconds to think about it. The marks in the sand are made by a sea turtle that came in at night, laid her eggs, and went back out onto the sea. Second one. How big do you think this frog is? Take a guess. It's only the size of Uncle Jake's thumbnail. It's called a green tree frog. Finally, besides people, what else could have caused this forest fire? Forest fires are often caused by lightning. Brevard County, Florida, which is where my uncle lives, is the lightning capital of America. Here are just some other pictures here. And there's my Uncle Gene. I sure do miss him. I don't even remember the last time I saw him, but it's been years since I've seen him. Whenever I go back down to Florida again, I really want to see him again. There's my Uncle Gene with Flat Stanley. Now, for some of the stuff that came in. First, there's this certificate of historic artifact from the 1715 plate. There's some pottery here. I don't know if it's still in here or not. I don't think so. But anyway, this pottery was recovered from a shipwreck site of the 1715 plate fleet. They are shards or pieces of olive jars which were used to store provisions such as grains, garbanzos, wine, olives, and olive oil for the fleet's long voyage. The 1715 Spanish plate fleet departed Havana, Cuba, bound for Spain laden with treasure and cargo from the New World. On July 31st, 1715, a fierce hurricane drove the fleet onto the treacherous reefs of Florida's east coast. Certified on October 15th, 1996. That's pretty cool. Let's see what else we have here. We have some rocks. We have a rock here. This here. It's pretty cool. There's one other thing. There's some space stuff here too. As I'm showing you this, I'll read the letter that Uncle Gene and Elsie sent me. It says, "Dear Matt, how are you doing? We are all fine and enjoying the warm Florida weather. I am sending you some things that Flat Stanley thought you might like to have. The astronaut pin and the Space Shuttle are from the Kennedy Space Center. The astronaut pin would look nice on your jacket. I'm not sure if I still have that anymore or not, I don't know. The ball was bought at Ron John's surf shop in Cocoa Beach. I don't think I have that anymore. This store is huge and filled with all kinds of surfboards and beach goodies. The ball is filled with a liquid and is not for rough play. You only have to drop it from about 6 inches to see the lights. Your mom will show you how it works. Enjoy them all." Yeah, it doesn't light up anymore. We love you, Uncle Gene and Elsie and Thor. There's one more picture back here. It's stuck on it. Here. Never mind, I got it. A little postcard here from Florida. Look at all the beautiful seashells. And of course, one more time, my Fat Stanley. You look deep, I know. But, yeah. Maybe, if you're young and you're watching this, maybe you'd like to participate in this Flat Stanley project. I highly recommend it. Or if you're older like me, you might want to do it again because it's been years since you've done it. I haven't done it in 12 years, and even I might want to do it again. So, special thank you to my Uncle Gene and Aunt Elsie for sending us all this beautiful stuff and the wonderful pictures. It certainly was an amazing experience. And that, my friends, is Flat Stanley's Florida Adventure. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.